Welcome, chat, to a brand new live stream. How's it going, everyone? I am super duper late today. It is almost midnight, which means it's almost Sunday, and this still counts as a Saturday stream. I do apologize. Oh my god. Yeah, welcome on in, everyone, to a brand new variety live stream, a brand new Lies of P live stream, where we are going to be tackling day 2, number 2, of our very first blind playthrough of the game. Yeah, I hope all of you out there had a fantastic Saturday. If it's Sunday already for you, maybe Sunday's already over for you in Asia or in Europe. I hope you guys had a great weekend. I wish you guys a wonderful day or night, depending on where in the world that you're located. Yeah, so, chat, my lovely chat. I want to start off the stream by just very quickly letting you guys know I have an ice cream cone. This thing right here, it's an ice cream cone that I took out of my freezer, and I think that it is very, very quickly melting. I think that, it is soon going to turn into basically a milkshake rather than ice cream, so I want to eat it as quickly as possible. And I made the mistake of taking it out maybe about 10 to 20 minutes ago, so during the beginning of this live stream, we are kind of just going to sit here, listening to the main menu music of Lies of P, and I'm going to eat this ice cream, and I'm going to chat with you guys a little bit. Basically, just catch you guys up on everything that happened today for me, and, talk about some stuff that I may not have mentioned during my previous live stream. Kind of just, like, some random, boring chatter stuff, right? Just, yapping away, blabbing about different things that don't really matter, just until I am finished with this little ice cream treat that I have here in front of me. Okay. Careful, we gotta extract it, and then we gotta make sure that this thing does not fall apart in our hands, which it looks like it is about to. Yeah, let's see here. I took one bite into this, chat, and I can already tell that it is definitely 100% melting very quickly, so I need to scarf it down, basically, as fast as possible. I want to talk, but at the same time, I don't want to talk when my mouth is full, so I apologize, chat. Let's see here. So, today was a pretty decently okay day. I think that it definitely could have gone a lot better than it did, but it wasn't bad at all. Essentially what happened is earlier today, right? So I woke up at around noon, which is quite early for me. Usually on the weekend I like to sleep in quite a lot. But I woke up at noon. I don't know why. It's like, what happened is, I was sleeping in my bed, and my body kind of just gave my brain a signal to wake up, and I pulled out my phone, right? And I checked my phone, and I saw that I got a text message from my mother, and, my mother was like, hey, I went shopping, and I got some groceries, and she was like, can you help me bring the groceries home? And so I was like, oh shoot, I need to respond to her message, because she, texted me, and then she, like, her second message that she sent, she was like, are you awake right now? And so I replied to her message, and I was like, alright, I'm on my way, I'm coming to grab the groceries from you, and I'll bring them home. So I very, very quickly had to get myself dressed, and then basically run out of my home to go to where my mom and the car was with the groceries, right? And it just so happens that in the area where I live, right, this morning at around, noon, 1 p.m., it was raining, and it was raining really hard. It was kind of like a downpour, right? And it was some very heavy rain. So my mom, what she did was she, basically the car that, she took to go, shopping, she parked it, kind of next to the sidewalk, which is, basically the entrance where my building is, like our family, the unit that we live in, our building. She, like, kind of parked the car out, like, next to the curb, essentially, next to the sidewalk. And, then she had taken the bags of groceries, and she brought it up one flight of stairs, because we live, in a building that has multiple floors, and we are on the 3rd floor, right? So she went up one flight of stairs and put the groceries there, and then I came down the stairs, and I grabbed the groceries from the first, staircase area, and then I brought it back home, right? So that was how my morning started today. And, after that happened, I was a little bit grumpy because I felt like I was woken up, without any like, previous warning, right? It wasn't like me slowly and very relaxed waking up in the morning, you know, stretching and slowly getting my body to start functioning and operating. It was like, you know, I read the text message, I jumped out of bed, got changed, and then I ran to go and grab the groceries, right? So I thought to myself, you know, maybe I should jump back into my bed and try to go back to sleep, right? I didn't end up doing that, right? I didn't end up going back to sleep, and there's a couple reasons why. Reason number one is that, you know, I wanted to make sure that the games that I normally log in and I play those games like once a day, I wanted to check those games. Reason number two is that today at around 6 p.m., I met up with a very, very good friend of mine by the name of Yvain Domain. He's actually currently live streaming right now playing Sea of Stars, I think, or he might be playing Balatro. But I met up with Yvain, and we went to go and grab some ramen together, right, at 6 p.m. So we had that, like, IRL plan. And another thing is that, you know, for those who don't know, I think I maybe talked about this in my previous live stream, but I'll mention it again just in case I didn't, right? This weekend, you know, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I mean during this past week as well, it wasn't just the weekend. Essentially, for one of my classes that I'm taking, my college classes, I need to work with a group of classmates that I have, me and two other people. So our group of 3 people, we need to work together to create this sort of business outline, this like plan, right? And this like business plan, it has multiple different aspects to it. You know, to give you guys a little taste of what it is. So we have to figure out basically the operations for our business, and we have to, you know, plan out the operations in different documents. So one document that we need is we need a work breakdown structure, which is kind of like this visual chart that showcases the workflow and the tasks and whatnot that we are required to do. We need a network diagram, which it showcases basically how long each task is going to be taking, and we also need a Gantt chart, which is similar to a network diagram, but it also showcases a like concrete schedule where it's like, okay, from, you know, March 10th until March 17th, we are going to be doing this task. And so it lists out, you know, the days that we're going to be working on the tasks and the length of time as well for each task. Those are not the only like aspects of the project. We also need to include some other very important, significant details about the business operations, right? And basically all of this information, it needs to be, you know, collected and put together in a PowerPoint presentation, right? So this project, which I think it's our final project for the class, it is due tomorrow night. It's due on Sunday night, right? Me and my group, we ideally want to get the project done by 5 p.m. in our local time. And, you know, me and my classmates that I work with, we were trying to figure out, okay, when are we available to work on the assignment and to get the things done? And basically, yesterday on Friday, I had a chat with my classmates, and we did not, at least me, I don't know about my classmates, maybe they did a little bit of work, but I did not really spend a lot of time working on the assignment yesterday on Friday, right? And today, you know, today I was like, okay, I should start, you know, contributing. I should start participating on the assignment and helping my, you know, group mates to get the work done faster, right? So I needed to do some stuff for the group project, right? And that was one of the reasons why I decided not to go back to bed, is, you know, I wanted to spend some time on it during the daytime, so that, you know, obviously I could go live and stream for you guys during the evening time, right? Plus, of course, there was the IRL plans with Yvain, so I needed to take that into account, right? And the thing is that, like, today, one of my teammates, right, my group mates, he, in my opinion, I feel like he is kind of the group leader, because he is, you know, the one that I think has a lot of knowledge and experience. And truth be told, I'm gonna be very brutally honest, I hate being the leader of a group. I don't like leadership positions, because I don't ever feel like I know what I'm doing, and I don't ever feel like I am, you know, equipped to lead any team at all. I would rather just be someone who is on the team, and the leader gives me, you know, tasks, gives me things to do, and then I go and do it, right? That is my preferred role. So this guy, who is kind of sort of the team leader, he was busy like all today on Saturday. He, you know, was not able to do any work on the project. So, you know, I told him, I was like, go and enjoy your Saturday, go and do what you need to do. Me and the other, you know, group mate, we will work on the assignment and do some stuff, right? So I wanted to work a little bit on this group project, even though I hate this group project and I want it to be over with ASAP. But basically, you know, that was something that I knew was going to be an important priority, which is why I did not go back to bed, right? So I ended up staying awake, right? Ended up staying awake after I helped my mother with the groceries, and I basically did that, right? So I logged into my games that I normally play on a daily basis. I tried my best to work a little bit on the group project, right? And eventually, it came to the point where, you know, I was going to be meeting up with Yvain to grab some food together, okay? So, you know, I left the house, I drove over to the restaurant, and me and Yvain, we enjoyed some very, very delicious ramen together. I really had a fun time. And then after that, we went over to another like restaurant, which this restaurant is it's kind of like a Japanese boba tea shop, but they don't only serve boba tea. Basically, this restaurant, they specialize in drinks and then also desserts that are mainly themed after matcha, which is a very special type of green tea flavor in Japan, right? So a lot of the items on the menu are matcha flavored, and then they also have some other drinks and desserts that are flavored after like different types of tea, right? And so we went to this place, we got some desserts, and we enjoyed some desserts. It was really, really good. Unfortunately, the dessert that I got, which was basically an ice cream cone, it was very messy. It melted very quickly, and it was very difficult for me to scarf it all down, right? So I had a messy ice cream that I enjoyed, and you know, Yvain had his own ice cream that was a lot less messy, right? And then, you know, me and Yvain, we just basically chatted with each other about a lot of different topics related to streaming, related to gaming, related to life, right? And it was a very, very enjoyable time, very fun time. I had a blast hanging out with Yvain. I think that, you know, outside of playing video games and streaming, hanging out with friends, you know, people that I very much care for and respect, it's one of my favorite things to do. So I had a wonderful time, and eventually, me and Yvain, we were like, all right, cool, it's time to head out, it's time to go back home. So I came back home, right? And I think I came back home at around, man, I want to say like maybe 9:30 or 10 p.m. I came back home, and you know, I really wanted to go live and start streaming immediately, right? The only unfortunate thing is that, you know, on Sunday, which is technically today since it's midnight right now, but tomorrow, quote unquote, on Sunday, as I mentioned, the group project that, you know, I have to do, it is, you know, that's the deadline, that's when it's due. And on top of that, I also have other homework assignments that I need to do that are, you know, they need to be submitted by Sunday night. So, in order to make sure that me, specifically, myself, and also my group, you know, I did not want to hold them back. I did not want to, you know, cause problems for them. So I was like, shit, I should probably work on the group assignment and contribute. I need to participate. I need to help out, right? So I spent some time basically going through and creating the different, different like aspects of the assignment that we had not yet completed, and I shared it with my group. And the thing is that, like, it's very, very difficult to get it done, right? And the reason why, give me a second, I'm gonna eat some more ice cream and then I'll explain. Man, I love drumstick ice cream. It's like candy to me. It's delicious. All right. So what I needed to do for the project is the three things that I previously mentioned, right? There's the network diagram, there's the Gantt chart, and there's the work breakdown structure, right? All three of those things that are required for the PowerPoint presentation, they are basically like visual images, or they're like visual diagrams and stuff, right? Things that are used to basically illustrate something to the audience, to the viewer, to the reader of the PowerPoint presentation, right? And so we needed to create those, visuals and add them to the PowerPoint. For the work breakdown structure, it was not too crazy difficult to get that done. For the network diagram, that one was a little bit more difficult, a little bit more tricky. And then for the Gantt chart, that was like the most difficult. And the reason why is, for those of you who are not super duper familiar with PowerPoint, in PowerPoint, there are different ways that you can create visual, visual information to be presented on a PowerPoint slide, right? You can create a chart, you can create maybe a graph, and you can create different data visualizations. However, the three different diagrams, or the three different visuals that we needed, the work breakdown structure, network diagram, and Gantt chart, all three of those, they are not by default built into PowerPoint. So you can't go into PowerPoint and be like, I want to have a template of one of these diagrams, and then I want to fill out that template and I want to enter the information, right? You kind of have to create those diagrams from scratch using various different tools in PowerPoint. And it's when you're doing it from scratch, it is a lot more annoyingly complicated when you don't have a template, right? It's just like, I guess the analogy that I would use is, imagine the difference between having a picture that is already drawn, and then all you need to do is you need to color in that picture, right? You need to make it look pretty, you use different colors, you give it some life, give it some vibrancy, right? So you have that, and then the alternative is not having the picture at all, and then drawing the picture from scratch, from absolutely nothing, a blank sheet of paper, and then you draw the artwork yourself, and then you have to color it in, right? So that's kind of the analogy that I would use with these visual diagrams, right? So what I ended up doing is I created the work breakdown structure. That one I think is pretty good to go. I don't think we need to edit that one too much. The network diagram was a little bit more difficult because, as I mentioned, there is no template in PowerPoint, so I had to use a different data visualization template, and then I tried to make it resemble a network diagram, even though it was not 100% accurate. It was not a complete replica of a network diagram. Now, the Gantt chart, that one, I was like, okay, I don't think that PowerPoint has the ability to do it, and I don't think that trying to create it from scratch in PowerPoint is a good use of time. And so what I did was I had to go and use an online website to try and create that. And, I basically used the online website. I created the Gantt chart, and I think what I'm probably going to have to do is I'm going to have to basically take that Gantt chart, turn it into an image, like a JPEG or a PNG, and I would need to take that image and paste it into PowerPoint as, one of the slides, right? But yeah, so what I basically did is that, from the time that I got home, I started working on that group project, and I got all this done, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to share these files with my group, and I'm gonna be like, hey guys, here is what I've done so far. On Sunday, right, when we get together and we all discuss this project, we all, work on it and complete it, we can figure out if anything needs fixing, if anything needs editing, if there's anything that needs to be drastically changed or modified or whatever, right? And yeah, that was like kind of the best that I could do. I don't think I could have done anything else unless I were to, continue working on the group project by myself until like 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., 5 a.m., right? Which would mean that I would not be live streaming right now, and it would mean that I would have a very miserable Saturday night, and probably that would lead to a miserable Sunday as well. But yeah, so, on that topic, right, chat, the last thing that I will say is, I absolutely, without a doubt, No question about it. I absolutely will do my best to make sure that I try and go live and I stream on Sunday as I normally do, right? However, this Sunday is going to be a pretty busy day for me, right? It's going to be a pretty high priority day where I have, you know, assignments that are due, that I need to work on, and I need to make sure that they are submitted on time. So, you know, there is a chance, there is absolutely a possibility that I will maybe not be able to go live on Sunday. And if that happens, then as always, you know, without any doubt, I will be sure to pick a day during the upcoming week, right? Monday through Thursday. I will pick a day and I will make sure that I do like a sort of a makeup live stream, you know, a rescheduled, postponed live stream on that day for you guys. Yeah. But you know, one thing that I might do, like let's say that hypothetically I'm able to go live and stream on Sunday, I may just go live and stream some Genshin, maybe stream some Wuthering Waves as well, you know, just to make sure that like all of the daily and weekly things that are, you know, are needed for those games are completed, right? In case I'm not able to do them offline. But yeah, the exact details of what I will be streaming and if I will be streaming on Sunday, that is TBD, right? And as always, what I will tell you guys is that, you know, if you're following my channel, if you, you know, are keeping an eye on my content and whatever, please do keep an eye on my Twitch stories, which is basically the equivalent of YouTube Shorts or Instagram Reels or whatever. Keep an eye on my Twitch stories and see if I post anything there. I will try to keep you guys updated and let you know, like, hey guys, I will be able to stream today, or I won't be able to stream today, and, you know, let you guys know whether plans change or whether they stay the same. But yeah. In any case, let me see if I can finish this this ice cream cone here, and then we can jump right on into the game, shall we? Let's do that. Gotta suck down the vanilla ice cream. I will say, normally when I'm like eating this ice cream cone by myself, you know, offline, I usually finish this thing within like 5 minutes or something. Very quickly, very easily, because I don't know why, but I just have the ability to inhale these ice cream cones. They're so delicious. This was probably maybe one of my top 3 or top 5 favorite desserts in my entire life when I was a child. My favorite thing about, you know, these ice cream cones is that for this particular brand, right, the company that makes these, at the very bottom of the cone of ice cream, they have basically a frozen, you know, pool of chocolate, right? So it's like frozen chocolate at the bottom. And so when you get down to the very bottom of the cone, instead of it just being like, you know, eating the waffle cone, it's like mixed with some delicious chocolate, right? And I absolutely love that. I remember, you know, throughout my life, I've bought these type of ice cream cones, or my family has bought them, and sometimes we get different brands of the ice cream. It's not always the same brand. For example, if you guys are familiar with the grocery store called Walmart, Walmart has a very specific brand that they own, which is called Great Value. And Great Value has, you know, these types of ice cream cones. The big difference is that sometimes, or maybe a lot of the time, the kind of like different brand, right? The sort of knockoff alternatives, they do not have the frozen chocolate at the bottom, and it's very disappointing when they don't. There is a part of me that kind of wonders, maybe this company that created this ice cream cone, maybe they you know, have like a patent or a trademark or something like that, you know, and no other company is allowed to do the same thing. One thing I'm very grateful for is that thankfully my audio settings are specifically set up to where like you guys are not able to hear any annoying background noises, especially like me and my big fat mouth chewing on food. I think that is something I'm very relieved about. Otherwise, I'd have to like completely mute my microphone entirely and you know, eat my food awkwardly behind the camera. This right here is the chocolate at the bottom of the cone. It's really, really delicious. Now that right there, that was a delicious dessert, chat. Really, really enjoyed that. Okay. Let me make sure I'm not breaking anything with my OBS and whatnot. Beautiful. Alright. Chat, here we go. Day 2 of the Lies of P playthrough finally begins after 34 minutes of me stalling and yapping and talking about absolutely nothing. Here we go. Continue. Ergo is a miraculous power stone that can only be found in Krot. For many years, Ergo allowed Krot to gain incredible wealth and technology, as well as a curse. Okay. Alright, alright. Okay. Here we go, chat. Exploring a brand new area of the game now. That guy does not look like he's having a lot of fun. Okay. Good kill, good kill. Ooh, there's a guy over there. I see him. Nice. Okay. Good kill. Throwing cell. Okay, that's the electrical battery one. Star fragment. Interesting, interesting. Nope, can't reach him. Can't reach him either. Okay. I was thinking I could sneakily grab one of them. Ooh, that was clean. I like this puppet string thing. It's kind of like the Batman meme, right? Where it's like, get over here. Or no, that's Scorpion, sorry. I accidentally used the heal, didn't I? God damn it. Well, chat, -1 heal that I should not have used. I don't know why, but I randomly thought for a minute.
Elysian Boulevard was a regular rich people row. You wanted fancy boutiques and shops. No place better. But that was long ago. Before the puppet frenzy.
Alright, chat. Alright. Let's go. Yeah, I accidentally used the heal because for some reason, my brain for a second short-circuited, and I thought that X was the button to attack. Okay. Vivid Ergo Fragment. Oh, interesting. So this door is electrified. Okay, okay. I see you, game being very tricky like that. I see you, dog. Yep, yep, I see. Come over here. Get over here. Come on. Yeah, you want to come over here? Ow. I thought I blocked that. Okay, Star Fragment. Okay, okay. Dead. You are not going to jump scare me, buddy. Oh, what's this? Lada F-150 frame. This looks like it's an upgrade right here, chat. This looks like it's good. Maybe. Yeah. Looks like an improvement. Okay, what about this one? Don't have any alternatives. Don't have any alternatives. Nothing. Why does this have a blue mark on it? Is that just because it's new, maybe? That might be the reason. Okay, so this is blocked off. Okay. Oh, there's a ladder here. Okay. This definitely does not look sketchy, chat. Certainly not. Okay, nothing over here. Dirty, dirty, dirty guy. You dare shoot at me from across there? You dare. Okay, sawtooth wheel. Kind of useless, but I'll take it. I don't know what the heck that is over there, but let's go over here, because I think I saw a shiny item. Emergency protection. Interesting. So, what the heck is this over here? What is this? Press the button. Ooh, a ladder. Okay, okay. That is good to have that ladder there. I like that. Before we go down that ladder, chat, let's check out what the heck is over here. Ow. Oh, man. I should have healed. I should have healed. Yeah. I got greedy. This guy is very tanky, chat. He has a lot of HP. A lot of HP. Alright. So, this time... Nice. Good shortcut. Ooh. Eat shit. Absolutely eat shit. Nice. We demolished that dude. We took a couple hits, but we dished it out. Absolutely. Alright, what is this creepy building that we're in, chat? Where are we right now? Nice. Double kill. Get fucked, the two of you. Ooh. I see you. Okay, you're dead. Oh, I see him. I see that sucker. Run. Get fucked. You ain't shooting me. I see this guy. Okay. Sharp pipe. Okay. Ooh, there's an item across there. I see that item. Okay, so there's a ladder to go down. You can hear someone whispering, chat. But you can't interact with that window. Okay, okay. Alright. So we go across. And then we slide along here. Electric Blitz Abrasive. Okay, okay. And then it doesn't look like there's anything over there at all. So we just go this way. I don't know if I want to go down that ladder, chat. Going down there, it looks like a death sentence. It looks suboptimal. Who's there? I heard you coughing. What the? Hey. Hey. Who gave you permission to throw anything at me? Oh, I see that bozo. Yeah, I see him. Look at you. I see you, buddy. I hear someone coughing. Yep, I hear you coughing, buddy. Good kill. Interesting. So I can't talk to him. Can I wonder if I can, grapple that guy. I'm guessing the answer is no. Ooh, that was close. That was really dangerous. Okay, that's not a pathway. Interesting. I don't know. Ow. That hurt. That hurt. Okay. Ow. 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 Oh my lord. Okay. So that right there, chat, that is exactly why you need to survey your surroundings. And you need to make sure that there is no bozo who is going to gank you from behind. Good. Okay. Now we have to go through the area and pick up our lost ergo. Okay, so the tanky guy does not respawn. That is really, really good. Okay. Alright. Can I grab that guy? I don't think I can. Oh my god. Get fucked. Okay. No, you piece of garbage. Wait, hold on. There we go, chat. There we go. Alright, why does this look like this thing is gonna collapse, chat? Why does this look like I am heading into a death trap? I don't like this. I don't like this one single bit. Not a fan, not a fan. Get me the heck out of here. Okay. Wait. Go up. Ow, you piece of garbage. No, that was so close. Okay. Alright. I see, I see. Ooh, that big guy does not look good, chat. I don't like that big guy. Bye-bye. There we go. Alright, let me see here. You can transfer from one Stargazer to another. You can only travel to those you have activated. Stargazers in areas with an event will be marked with a hint. Nice. Alright, chat. Let's fight the big boy. Let's see what he does. It's not gonna be good, but... Okay. Okay. Ooh, fast one. Ooh, fast one. No. There we go. Okay, I'll take that. That's a good prize. I like that. Life Amulet. Ooh, Life Amulet. Okay. Let me see here. Amulets. Increases max HP. Give me that shit. Give me it. I like it. Alright. There we go, chat. Frozen Man's Letter. I need to read that particular letter. Let me read it in the safety of this room. So, bag. Where are the letters? What is this? Nope. Frozen Man's Letter. My Luis and Charlotte, my treasure. I can't hear anything. I think the streets are already dead. Nothing but silence. I assume that I too will become just another petrified corpse soon. I still remember the sound of your singing voice and the sight of Charlotte looking at picture books. I miss all of it. The best thing I did when I was alive was send you and Charlotte to the cathedral for shelter. I wish this nightmare was all over. If only you and the kid could come back. But I guess now that's impossible. I love you, Luis. I pray that you're safe there. I don't know about that, Chief. I don't know if they're safe. I'm gonna be honest.
Why, hello! I didn't know anyone was alive out here. I know what you're thinking, but I'm not a burglar. I'm just crashing in an abandoned house for a while.
Sure you
Don't
are.
worry, I won't cause any trouble. We survivors need to look out for each other. For your information, I didn't steal this.
Sure, sure. Okay, increases attribute resistance. That's pretty useful. Legion magazine. Okay. Yep, throwing cell. Yep. Electric blitz canister. Yep. Abrasive. Yep. Temporarily protects current ergo even in death. Oh, okay. So this thing is like basically in Elden Ring, right? It's very similar to the sacrificial twig or the crystal tear that protects your runes. I see. Okay. Ooh, yo, chat. This looks like it might be a good weapon combo. At least having this item, you know, in my bag, just in case, that might be a smart thing to do. Hmm. Let me see here, chat. Press the button. Ah, okay. No bueno. I don't like that growling sound. Oh, the big guy is not there. Interesting. Very interesting to know. Okay. I like that. Unfortunately, I think that he might be the only one in this area, potentially. I think I needed like 1,700. Ooh, I should have blocked that. I have 1,200 right now. I cannot jump there. I see, okay. Hmm. I see a dog down there. Oh, I'm dead. Nice. Can't believe I fell off of a ledge, right? Off of an entire building. Well, we do that again, chat. We go again, boys. Inside the house on Elysian Boulevard, cloudy morning. Oh, man. Let me actually... I want to test that out. Hold on. So if I do this... Ooh, that's not good, chat. That's not good. So, basically, for those of you out there who are not sure what the heck I'm referring to, you know, in a game like Elden Ring, and I'm pretty sure you can do this in several different Souls games, not just Elden Ring, you have the capability of sprinting, you know, running, while also simultaneously blocking, you know, holding up the block button, right? Okay, so this is not something you can break. So you can sprint while simultaneously blocking, which is a very, very, very powerful ability, right? A powerful tool. In this game, right, in Lies of P, it appears that you do not have that ability. That is not something that, you know, players are capable of performing. And so, therefore, yeah, basically the... I see you, buddy. I see you. Basically the I guess, choices that you have, the freedom that you have to move around in this game are a lot more strict and, a lot more tough to, you know, deal with. Okay. Okay, get fucked. 1,500 right now. Okay. I need to get like 200, maybe 300 more, ergo or whatever the currency is called. I think it's called ergo. Okay, so I can go down here. I definitely do not want to, go down and get absolutely robbed.
I can sense something strange. Jeepers. Is that a butterfly? Why is the ergo reacting like that? If you want to check it out, I can take point.
Monka W? Okay. Occasionally, a dimensional butterfly will appear in parts of Krat. Monad's lamp can detect the butterfly, lighting up red to point out its location. When the character is near the hiding butterfly, it will appear. After a certain amount of time, the butterfly will disappear into another dimension. Kill it to get useful materials. Oh, I see. I see. You're supposed to attack the butterfly. Oh. Oh, that makes sense, chat. Okay, I get it now. I thought all I needed to do was to follow the butterfly. That's all I thought you needed to, you know, perform. Oh, I can talk with her.
This must be your first time in the petrification disease quarantine zone. For most people, this is their last stop. You are a good Samaritan for coming all the way here. Kind one, may I ask you a favor? My family took my baby from me and sent me here. They said it was for my own good, but it was heartless just the same. A baby must be with its mother. Please go to Krat City Hall and bring me my baby.
I'll find her.
Thank you so much, kind one. I can finally see my sweet Elena's face again. Please hurry. Hard scales spreading across my eyes. before I lose my sight. Please.
She said the baby was at City Hall. Should we check it out? Oh, I hope everybody's safe.
I mean, that would be ideal. That would be probably the smart thing to do. Ah, shucks. I don't think I can go back up, can I? Well, this sucks. Nothing over here. Okay. Alright, down we go, chat. By the way, let me see here, chat. Let me go to controller. And then button settings. Let's try that. Let's see if that does anything. Hello there, big boy. Want to come and dance with me a little bit? Ooh, good. Good hit. Ooh. Nice. Nice. Let's fucking go. Alright. Alright, that was dangerous. Let's climb up the ladder. I think what I want to do, chat, is I want to go back to the, Stargazer, you know, that we were at before. And I want to reset, because there is a chance that, we might be able to basically get access to the butterfly again. The one that, eluded us previously. Because I was an idiot, and I didn't figure out how the butterfly worked. And we can also, pick up the weapon, right, that we can buy. Which is the electrical baton, or the electrical stick, or whatever, right? So, let me rest. Okay. And then we go here. Chat with this dude. Hello
For
there.
your information.
Purchase. Nice. 1,200. I thought it was 1,700 for it. So we definitely have a lot more than I expected. Okay. Let me see here. These items look important. The thing is, though, we may want to level up instead. Let me see here. Teleport to another Stargazer, switch Legion arm, use storage. Let's go to... Yes, let's teleport there. I want to see if I can level up with Sophia. I don't know if I have enough ergo. I probably don't. But we can check. We can see. This right here is honestly, like, already a massive upgrade over Dark Souls 1, where you were not able to teleport anywhere until you got the Lord Vessel, which was, like, basically halfway through the game. And Lies of P gives it to you almost at the very beginning, you know?
I'll use my power to help you.
Do I have enough? Please tell me I have enough ergo. How much do I need? 943? Okay, perfect. Let me see here. So, advance is the sort of, like, elemental damage, it seems. Hmm. I wish that there was, like, a description of what these things do, right? Nice. About Ergo.
Ergo is the miracle that made Krat prosper. Without Ergo, there would be no automated puppets to make Krat wealthy.
Okay.
When you move, you tap into the power of Ergo within you.
Mm-hmm.
Gather more Ergo. It will make you stronger.
Okay. About the lamp.
In the folklore of Krat, a cricket often acts as a guide. That is why these automated models became popular. But Gemini is unique. He's more than just a guide. As you get more familiar with Gemini, you'll see what I mean.
I mean, Gemini does seem like he is a very sassy individual, and I don't hate that. Alright, let's see here. Teleport. Bring me back, baby. Okay. No, I fell. Ooh, I thought I blocked that. What? I thought I blocked that. Whoa, he's able to attack. Okay.
I wish we could play together. Like we used to.
I'm dead. Yeah. Yeah. This guy's fast. This guy's really fast if he's chasing after you. Okay, okay. Alright. Let's see here. I don't know if I can get back my Ergo. I don't think I can. But we can try. We can certainly see if it's possible. I think the red butterfly maybe disappeared, chat. There we go. Hidden Moonstone. What exactly is the Hidden Moonstone? Okay, it's not an amulet. What exactly is that item? Upgrades normal weapon blade up to +3. Okay, okay, I see what it does now. It itches. Peel the skin and there's blue blood. Blood. Pretty cocoon. Blue angel. Joyful appetite. Blue death. What a feast. Death, and death. I'm alive. It itches. That sounds hella creepy, chat. Petrification disease quarantine zone. No trespassers. Everyone... What does it say? Everyone is a patient or a lunatic. Do not speak to them. That is very, very much a, very discriminatory thing to say. Ooh, that was an unexpected block. Nice. I did not even realize that I perfect parried that. That was very impressive for a first thing. Nice. Shortcut unlocked. I see, okay. What's up, dude? Can I actually go on this elevator? Holy moly. This is so fucking cool, chat. Yo, let's go. Shortcut acquired, baby. Let's fucking go. I had a feeling that this elevator was going to be really special, and so I'm very glad that I took this elevator. Alright. Alchemist Bridge. Ooh. Okay. This place looks creepy as all hell. I don't think I want to be here. All puppets will be destroyed. Purge puppets.
Come out, Geppetto! You got a lot to answer for!
Uh-oh.
You know what caused the puppet frenzy, don't you? You're their maker, practically their father. You and the alchemist scheming together. Tell me the truth. What's your problem? I'm here for the old man. Get lost. Wait. I know you. Or more like, I know what you are. You're the devil's puppet. You can't sneak past me. Die!
Okay.
Are you a dream or a nightmare? Stop showing up already.
Okay. He does hit hard. Ooh. Ooh.
Are you a dream or a nightmare? Stop showing up already.
Good hit. Good hit. Ooh. Oof. Oof.
I'll kill you both, then string you up on the bridge.
Oof. What? I'm stuck. I'm stuck.
Either dream or nightmare. Stop it! The truth. Now I feel bad for my comrade.
Monka W?
Finally, we meet, son. It's a dream come true. Seeing you like this, I understand why some people despise me. I invented the puppets, after all. I should take responsibility as their maker. But in order for me to do that, I need to take care of the puppets at City Hall. Won't you help me, son? Take this. You'll find it most useful.
Okay.
I want to hear all about your experiences, but now isn't a good time. Use the Stalker's key to open the bridge door. Then get rid of the frenzied puppets that have seized City Hall. We'll catch up at Hotel Krat when you're done. I want to hear. Use the Stalker. We'll catch up.
All right. If you say, dude.
So about that weapon assembly tool you were talking about. If you find any more weapons, let's try using them here.
Okay, okay. Assemble weapons. Assemble weapons through Eugene at the hotel or at the Stargazers in different areas. Separate your weapons into blade and handle and assemble them into new weapons that match your character's battle style. A weapon's features are decided by the handle and blade combo. Okay, okay. Interesting, interesting. Ah, I see. Interesting. So, when you assemble a new weapon, what you are basically doing is you are taking parts of the weapons that you own and you're mixing and matching. And so, if you disassemble a weapon and then you assemble a brand new weapon that is a combination of two different weapons, then that part, basically the two parts that you're using, cannot be used again, right? So they vanish, they disappear. I see, okay. I see. Okay, okay. Interesting. I think I understand the system. I don't know how I should use it, though. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I'm not sure. Okay. Oh, wait, there's two of them. And a dog. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Ooh. Oof. Okay, okay. I didn't realize that there was, two of the, you know, swordsmen. You know, the one that I killed, and then there was another one hiding, which I didn't even see him. Okay. Star fragment? Okay. Okay. There we go. Much better. What is this item? Okay. I'll take it, I'll take it. Good. I'm trying to see if there's a way I can sneak behind this guy. Nice. Nice. Okay. Door unlocked. Very, very cool. Ooh. This area does not look very friendly, chat. Mr. Venigni, his ambitions to make a jolly police mascot puppet for City Hall ended in failure. His passion to make a trustworthy friend for the citizens and a strong officer who overpowers criminals was in the right place, but turned out to be excessive. The new police officer's puppet overcharged storage battery exceeded its capacity, causing chain explosions, malfunctions, and serious body damage. The city council recommended disposing of the puppet on the grounds that its appearance intimidates visitors. But Mr. Venigni and the taxpayers protested, halting the council's plan in its tracks. The puppet still lies abandoned behind City Hall to this day while the lawsuit is ongoing. Let me take a guess, chat. That is going to be the next big boss. The interesting thing is, even when the puppet is unattended, it performs a number of its mascot roles. It is especially popular with kids, and it even appears to react and respond to the playing of children. However, it has led to more slum children entering City Hall and causing inconvenience to visitors. The City Council is considering exhibiting the puppet only occasionally as a means to restrict entry. Ah, so what they're doing is they're poor shaming, essentially. I see. Ow, I thought I dodged that. I thought I dodged that too. Ow, I'm dead. Ooh, boy, that was not good. Stupid puppet.
Oh no. No survivors here. What do we do? Just give her that baby puppet?
I don't know if that's a smart call. I'm gonna be honest. Seems a little bit heartless. Nice, let's go. I definitely do not want to be jump scared here. I'm gonna take it nice and slow. 1 cup of water, the legend, the Giga Chat. How are you doing, homie? Give me a second. I need to give you a shout out here. Hold on. Pause the game. Make sure no one is gonna kill me. Shout out. 1 hoop of water. I need to spell properly. There we go. Everyone go and follow 1 cup of water. Absolute legend. Absolutely amazing individual. I love his streams. I love his personality. He is a homie through and through. Yeah, to answer the question, 1 cup, I think, so here's my preliminary opinion about Lies of P. I think that, you know, basically, in terms of a Souls game, right, I think that I am very much enjoying the world, and I'm enjoying, you know, getting to learn about the story and learn about how this game functions, you know, how the mechanics work and everything. The one thing that I will say, which is a criticism of the game, but also at the same time, it's like a very, very minor nitpick. It's a very minor complaint, right? I think that the system in this game that exists, which is the perfect guard system, where you can block attacks in a specific, rhythm or timing, and you don't take any damage. That perfect guard system is very, 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 very difficult, very tricky. As you know, One Cup, I am an absolute lover of Sekiro. I love Sekiro to death. I think that it is, in my opinion, humbly speaking, the greatest video game to ever exist. I love it so much. And I have gotten to the point where I am decently okay at Sekiro. I'm not too terrible, but I'm not amazing either. In Sekiro, the perfect parry or perfect deflect in that game, I feel like it's so very generous, very forgiving, right? You have plenty of time to block attacks, and you have the ability to basically just fight enemies without really being afraid that your blocking does not work, right? And I feel like in Sekiro, you are given a lot more freedom to use your sword, right? With Lies of P, I just feel like it's very, very, very strict, very specific. And, as I mentioned, it is a very minor nitpick that I have where it's like, I wish that this system was kinder to people. However, while I do think that, while that is a criticism of mine, I do also understand that, inherently this is a Souls-type game, and so it is meant to be difficult. It is not meant to be easy. It is not meant to hold your hand, right? So, I think that this game does have the potential to be really, really, really amazing, and I think that I may potentially consider it to be, one of my top favorite games. I do think that simultaneously, from what I've experienced so far, it will not dethrone Sekiro from the #1 spot. I think that Sekiro will remain #1. But I want to have fun with this game. I want to enjoy it. I want to really experience everything and just have a memorable time playing the game, right? Yeah, so that's kind of like my initial thoughts, my initial impression of the game. I was gonna say something else. Yeah, I was gonna say something else, but I think it slipped my mind. I'm trying to remember. Was there something important that I was going to say? Probably not. If I forgot it, then it's probably not important. Yeah. I think that, the combat in this game, very smooth, very nice. I don't, other than the strictness of the perfect guard, I don't see any, major issues with the game where it's like, wow, this specific thing in Lies of P sucks, and I hate it, and it's bad quality, right? Oh, I think I remember what I was going to say. So, One Cup, I don't know how much you were able to see of it, but before Lies of P, I played a very, very, unknown, very niche game that, I think only a few people have experienced in their lives, which is called Dark Souls 1. And let me tell you something. Overall, I personally really fucking hated Dark Souls 1. I thought that Dark Souls 1 was absolute shit. And basically, my opinion of Dark Souls 1 is that if you are someone who, you were, let's say that you were playing video games when Dark Souls 1 was a brand new game. It came out in, when did it come out? Like the mid-2000s or near 2010 or something like that? I don't even remember. But if you were around when Dark Souls 1 came out, and at that time when Dark Souls 1 came out, you had Dark Souls 1 and you had Demon Souls. Those were the only two games in the genre, right? At that time, I think that Dark Souls 1 was considered to be peak. It was considered to be cinema. It was considered to be one of the best challenging video games to ever exist, right? However, I feel like now, in the year of 2025, Dark Souls 1 does not stand the test of time. I do not think that it retains the same incredible value that it had when it first released. And I think that, this is basically what I will say, and I will stand by this statement. I will argue against anyone who disagrees with it. I think that anyone out there who plays a modern Souls game, like Elden Ring, Sekiro, Bloodborne, Lies of P. I mean, Lies of P is a Souls-like game. It's not specifically Dark Souls, but Souls-like, right? If you play a modern Souls genre game, right, and then you go backwards and you experience Dark Souls 1 for the very first time, I would say that every human being with a, you know, with a very sane IQ, right? If you are someone that has a brain, you have an IQ, you know how to think, and you are not a complete moron, you're not an idiot, then you will not like DS1, right? There is no way to go backwards from something like Elden Ring to Dark Souls 1. And you know, there's no one out there who's like, yeah, I played Elden Ring, then I played Dark Souls 1, and I liked Dark Souls 1 more than Elden Ring, right? I do not think there's a single human being out there who has that opinion. And if there is a human being who has that opinion, they are Looney Tunes. They're absolutely crazy in the head, and they need to seek professional mental health experts to help them. Yeah, that is my stance, that is my opinion, that is my statement, and anyone who tries to persuade me otherwise, anyone who tries to argue against me, I'm going to just tell them, no, you're wrong, and I'm going to, you know, not listen to what they have to say. So yeah. I really, really, really hated Dark Souls 1. It was bad. It was really bad. And so, you know, coming from playing Dark Souls 1 to a game like Lies of P, Dark Souls 1 makes Lies of P look like it is the greatest video game to ever exist in the history of mankind. Like, there's no way that I can hate Lies of P after coming from Dark Souls 1. There's no way. Like, it's such a major, massive upgrade. So yeah. But anyways, let's see. It definitely does not stand the test of time. The Souls/Souls-like genre has been so refined that Dark Souls 1 just feels so bad going back to it. 100%. Don't think that you will ever finish Dark Souls 1 because you hate the combat compared to the newer Souls games. Yeah. So, One Cup. I will give you a very quick, brief description of my journey through Dark Souls 1. There's a streamer that I like to watch, and he does these, challenge runs, right? Where he basically plays through the Souls games, right? He plays through them, and he does not get hit a single time, right? And he, right now, he's working on this challenge where he has to play Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, Dark Souls 3, Bloodborne, and Demon Souls, right? So 5 games. He has to play all 5 of them, not getting hit a single time, beating all 5 games back to back, right? And he calls it the God Run Challenge. And this guy, right, this streamer, he is basically the pioneer, right? He is the one that kind of started this entire concept of a hitless challenge run, right? Incredible human being, fantastic streamer. I highly recommend anyone go and check him out. His username on Twitch is TheHappyHob, and there's an underscore in between each word. So the_happy_hob. Very, very incredible individual. So I've watched Hob streams for a little while now, and I've seen him play Dark Souls 1. Basically what I ended up doing with Dark Souls 1 is I started at the beginning, and I fought all of like the required bosses that you need to fight in order to go from the beginning to the very end of the game. Now, there are actually a lot of bosses, I think, that I missed because they are optional bosses. You don't have to fight them in order to get to the end of the game. And I specifically ignored those optional bosses because I hated the game so much I did not want to play more of it. So I literally just tried to speedrun the game, similar to how Hob does it during his challenge runs. And yeah, like I remember, you know, there was a viewer who came into my chat, you know, while I was playing Dark Souls 1 during one of my streams. And this viewer, brand new viewer, right, he said, I highly recommend that you play the DLC for Dark Souls 1, right? And he said, even the people who dislike Dark Souls 1, they apparently, according to him, they really like the DLC for Dark Souls 1. And I told this new viewer, you know, straight up, just very honestly, I said, listen, dude, I appreciate your recommendation. I appreciate the suggestion, and I'm glad that you love DS1 and that you're, you know, a fan of it, you know, trying to get other people to enjoy it. But I hate DS1. And I told him, I was like, I don't want to play more of this game. You know, I want to get this game over with as fast as possible. And so I told him, you know, even if, let's say that the design of the DLC content, you know, the bosses and whatever, let's say the design is so cool, you know, visually and thematically and you know, the, like, according to the story, according to the lore, it's just really, you know, interesting or whatever. Even if that is the case, the combat system of DS1 makes me want to jump off of a cliff in Minecraft ASAP. And so, even though the designs might look really cool for the DLC, I do not want to experience the combat anymore. And I told that to him straight up, right? And I kept my word. You know, you can actually, I think the VOD is still temporarily on my channel on Twitch, and I actually also took that VOD and I uploaded it to my YouTube channel because I wanted to keep it forever. During my final live stream for Dark Souls 1, where I finally beat the entire game, you know, beating the final boss, after I beat the final boss and the end credits rolled, I went into Steam and I uninstalled the game immediately. And then I just like, I was like, okay, I'm out of here. I'm done. I put the controller down. I was like, I am never, ever, ever, ever replaying that game. Fuck that game. So yeah. That's my stance on Dark Souls 1. So, anywho, One Cup, I do want to give you a heads up, homie. In about 40 seconds from now, there's going to be advertisements playing. So if you don't have an ad blocker, right, if you are not protected from advertisements, then you might get hit with an ad. I do apologize for that, but just letting you know, it is going to be coming up pretty soon here. Yeah, one thing that I can't actually talk about, I'll see if I can squeeze it in the next 20 seconds. I did manage to find on Google Chrome, I think I found a brand new extension that blocks advertisements on Twitch, which is really good. I should probably talk about it and share it, you know, in a minute or so and you know, give the details, but it's a really nice extension. However, if you're on your phone, then it's not really, you know, you can't really use it on your phone, right? But apparently, I know that there's a streamer that I follow, fellow variety streamer, right? He said that there is a way, like there's like an application or something, some kind of a tool that allows you to block advertisements on the Twitch app if you are using an Android phone. I need to talk to him more about that in detail and figure out, you know, what is this special method. But yeah, he said that if you are using an Android phone, there is a very sneaky way that you can avoid ads and block them and ignore them, and then you can just enjoy the stream naturally. But I don't know the specific details just yet. I need to chat with him a little bit more. So yeah, anyways, let me continue on with the game. Let me yeah, see if we can get to the next area here. Let's see. You're chilling? You've just been trying to increase and work on your typing test. Nice. At the very least, you're not playing League. You know, you're not experiencing depression. That's silver lining, right? Okay, use a star fragment at the Cracks Calling next to the boss area to summon a specter. It will help your character in the boss battle. Ooh, okay. Yo, investigate. Oh, okay, so I have 10 of these star fragments, and every time that I summon someone, it uses a fragment. I see. Okay. Interesting. Alright. I think it would be really cool to summon someone, but also at the same time, since this is like a very first, you know, kind of blind playthrough of the game, right? I think it would be nice to try and see if it's possible to solo the boss. It very likely is not an easy thing to do. Maybe it's possible, but I don't really want to waste the star fragments, you know? Is there... Let me see here. Is there a star or stargazer that is nearby here that I can go to? Let me see. So if I go through this way... I see. Okay. Use the stargazer. Let's go to Hotel Krot, and I'm gonna spend my ergo to see if I can level up a little bit.
I'll use my power to help you.
Okay. Level 10 advance. I see, okay. Yes, let's do it. Ooh, I actually can get enough for one more level if I kill a little bit of some enemies. Let me see here. Let's teleport. And then Krot City Hall, let's go here. Or actually, you know what? We might go back to the previous area where there's the lady that we talked to and give her the doll, right? That might not be a bad idea. Okay, let me teleport here. I think I remember how to get to her, but I'll need to refresh my memory. I am a very big dum-dum, chat, and so I forget things very quickly. Okay. So, One Cup, if you are lurking around still, I am kind of curious. How much of Lies of P did you play? And, you know, what was your experience with the game? You know, how far did you get? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Overall, I'm curious to know basically what your thoughts are.
You found her, kind one. I could sense her from miles away. Oh, my sweet Elena. Please let me hold her. There, my baby. I missed you so much. What do you think? Isn't my baby adorable?
She's a cute baby. That's a puppet.
That's right, kind one. You've granted me my only wish. My sweet Elena. We're going to be happy now. Thank you so much, kind one. Please accept my heartfelt gratitude.
Okay, okay. Records you obtain while playing the game can be played using the gramophone at the hotel. You can listen to music on the records to obtain humanity. Ooh, okay. Close your eyes, dance the night away with me. Everything will feel better. A song that quietly comforts the dark. Feel a voice to accompany you in the sadness of night. My god, that's depressing as fuck. Holy shit. Okay. Well, there's that, I guess. Okay. Let's go maybe towards the next Stargazer, and then we can rest. Let's see. I need to scroll up in the chat right now because I think I missed a couple messages here. Let's see. One Cup said, you got pretty far. Everything that you have done has been a huge struggle because you don't think you actually adjusted to the correct way of playing the game. Think you just made it... Let's see. Think you just made it to your point through sheer stubbornness. But you're getting skill dipped very hard at a specific boss. It actually got you to stop playing the game. Wow. Need to restart your run? I see, I see. That's fair. That's very fair. Yeah, I'm curious, you know, One Cup. If you know, with a game like Lies of P, or maybe something like, you know, even Elden Ring, or, you know, any difficult Souls-like game, right? Do you have this, I guess, this stubbornness, where it's like, I don't want to basically go online and look up any information, and I don't want to, like, you know, find out the correct answer, from other sources? Are you that type of person where you're like, I want to do it on my own, and only on my own? Like, I don't want help from other places. Because I know that there are some players like that, where they're like, no outside help. I have to do this by myself. And those people, like, I can understand why they have that opinion. You know, I can understand why they think that way and why they want to play that way, because I myself just inherently, with some things, not necessarily Souls games, but with some things in life, I can be very, very stubborn. So I get that, but I am very, very curious to know. And you know, one other question that I will tack on is that like earlier, maybe about 5 or 10 minutes ago, I discovered a brand new like mechanic in the game where in front of certain boss fights, you can apparently summon like an NPC character or whatever, I guess, that can help you maybe in the battle. I think that's how it works. Kind of similar to the Elden Ring or Souls summon system. I don't know if the boss that you're referring to has that. If the boss does have that, have you thought about maybe using it, or maybe the boss doesn't have it available? Which, if so, that is very, very painful. But yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of tough because, you know, as far as I've experienced with Lies of P, it does not really seem like it is a game that is very, you know, very, I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? I feel like the player does not really have a lot of freedom to, you know, to basically run around and farm materials very, very quickly and easily to level them up a lot, like level themselves up a lot and get a lot stronger in the game, right? And so, you know, I feel like there's not that freedom, that capability, and therefore I can totally understand if like you kind of feel what's it called? I'm blanking on the word. Why am I blanking on the word? Like, it can feel very disadvantaged, you know, where it's like, ah, man, I can't just find a nice, easy solution of leveling up very quickly to, what's it called? To, I guess, absolutely demolish the boss, obliterate the boss, right? Maybe I should go to the Stargazer over here. Yeah, I think I go to the Stargazer over here, and then I just teleport. I think that's the smart thing to do. Excuse me, elevator. Thank you, elevator. Come this way. Let's see. The boss does have the summon available. You prefer to try and beat everything on your own. That's totally fair. Totally fair. I get that. Not opposed to looking up builds. I see. Stubbornness is more so about your playstyle. Don't really change up the way you approach boss fights. Okay, okay. You know, that is definitely not an uncommon thing, right? Definitely not uncommon. Yeah, I know that there are many, like, many Souls players, many, gamers that they like a very specific way of tackling a challenge, and the idea of going against that, right, and doing something that they really, really do not find comfortable, it is annoying for them, and it is a problem, right? I totally get that. That actually does remind me, you know, so One Cup, I think you might be able to relate to this, you know? I played the Elden Ring DLC, right? And so far, I've beaten the DLC 2 times. First was on New Game Plus 7, then New Game Plus 8, which is the exact same as New Game Plus 7, right? Nothing changes. I cannot describe to you in words. I cannot properly describe how much I absolutely fucking hated the final boss. The final boss was so goddamn bad. And the reason why I found the boss to be really, really bad is that, basically, I was forced to change my entire playstyle, in order to specifically fight the final boss, right? And you know, I'll describe it to you because you've played Elden Ring, you've played Souls games, you know what I'm talking about. In Souls games, right, I have a history where anytime I play a Souls game, I basically never, ever use a shield, right? I think that, like, the only time, well, okay, the only use that I have for a shield is I take the shield, which gives you increased stamina regeneration. In Elden Ring, I believe it's the turtle shield that gives you increased stamina regeneration. I put that on my back, you know, on my character's back, and then I two-hand my weapon, right? So it'll be like, usually I use a weapon like a katana, for example, or I use, you know, something that is small and fast, very agile. So that's like my playstyle, where I never, ever, ever use a shield to block anything, because I feel like, in my opinion, the way that I like to play is the best defense is a very, very strong offense, right? Is basically to deal as much damage and try to kill the enemy or the boss as fast as possible before I die, right? And so with the final boss of the Elden Ring DLC, I literally had to change my build to where I was using a very massive, huge shield to block damage. And then in my right hand, I had a weapon, and I would like stab the boss with the weapon while I was protecting myself with the shield. And I'm gonna be honest, while that playstyle is effective, while it works, you know, I think that using a shield with a weapon and blocking while trying to attack, right? It's just such a lame playstyle. It's so boring. It's so, I don't know. It just makes me feel like I'm a caveman with no skills or abilities or anything like that, right? And I hated the final boss of the DLC. You know, you can actually, I don't know if the VOD is still available. The VOD might have been deleted on Twitch, but I did upload it to my YouTube channel, and right now it's currently private. You know, it's not available for my viewers to see, but I do have my VOD of me finishing the DLC for the second time ever, right? And in that VOD, I found this YouTube video where this guy managed to fight the final boss and kill the final boss using a sorcery build, which is what I use, right? My favorite preferred build, using the spell called Night Comet. He killed the final boss using Night Comet 7 times. So, you know, he took the staff or whatever, the magical sorcery thing, and he, like, cast Night Comet 7 times, and then the boss was dead, right? And this was on New Game Plus 7. And so I saw that video, and I was like, yo, that looks so cool, right? I want to try that. Now, the big difference between me and the video is that in the video, the person who made it, their character was maximum level. They were level 713, and they had 99 stats on everything, right? HP, endurance, FP, dexterity, intelligence, all the stats, level 99. I was not, you know, my levels were not that high, but I thought that I was, you know, close enough to where I could maybe pull it off. And so when I was playing the DLC for the second time ever, and I was trying to fight the final boss, I did actually try to use the sorcery build. I tried to use the sorcery method that I saw in the video, and it just failed miserably, because the build, right, it is basically just a glass cannon, right? You go in there with no defense. You go in with like all offensive equipment and gear and abilities, and you try to kill a boss as quickly as possible, and you don't focus on, you know, surviving, right? And so when I could not pull off the same thing that was shown in the video, I just kept on dying within the first like 10 seconds of the boss fight, right? That was it. And so eventually it got to the point where I was like, yeah, this is not happening, right? So I gave up, and I went back to the exact same build that I used on my very first DLC playthrough, using the shield and using the pokey sword, and I fought the final boss, and I felt like I was a coward. I felt like I was, you know, some lame, weak Elden Ring player that sucks at the game and doesn't know how to properly fight bosses and dodge attacks and whatever. And it just felt very, very discouraging, you know, to experience that. And I really, really did not enjoy it. So, yeah, that soured my experience, without a doubt. And it made me, you know, I appreciate the DLC. I think the DLC outside of the final boss is fantastic. It's a lot of fun. It's very enjoyable. But it made me like the DLC less than I could have liked it if the final boss was better. So, yeah. Let's see. The cape gets you every time. Your little limbs can't reach Radon because of the cape. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah. You're also playing with no shield. Started Elden Ring full strength gut sword to martial arts and cold damage. Yeah, like, martial arts is an incredible, you know, ability, right? It's very, 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 very powerful, And it's also very fun, very enjoyable, and an incredible weapon, right? I love it to death. But I will say that for the final boss fight of the DLC specifically, just that one boss, I feel like martial arts is so incredibly dangerous and risky. I feel like it's not a good match for the final boss. And, you know, I'm sure that there are people out there who are god-tier gamers who are able to dodge every single attack and never get hit a single time. Those people can maybe beat the boss with martial arts, but I certainly cannot. I am not that much of a hardcore, you know, Elden Ring player. I do not have the technical skills and capabilities to accomplish it. I simply just don't. Yeah. Very risky. Radahn's moveset is so fast. Yeah, it really is. Especially in Phase 2, he basically never, ever stops. He never takes a break. He always is, like, aggroing onto you and trying to attack you, right? Yeah, I totally feel that. What the actual fuck is that? Oh god. No. Nope. Absolutely not. I am going to hate this so much. Ow, I got hit. I don't want to know what its phase 2 is. Ow. I hate that attack. Okay. I hate that attack. Get away from me. Ah, what? I blocked that. I literally pressed the block button. I don't know what just happened there. I pressed the block button and then it acted as if my character just stood there and took full damage. Okay. Sure. Whatever you say. Whatever you say. Yeah, I really don't know sometimes this game. I'm gonna be honest. From what I've experienced so far, I believe that, you know, attempting to rely on... What's it called? Attempting to rely on the perfect guard mechanism, bad idea. I think that anyone out there, you know, who tries to rely on that, don't. Just block. Just block or dodge. I blocked that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like, you know, I'm pressing the dodge button on time. I feel like I am pressing the dodge button when he is swinging at me, but then for some reason my character is not dodging when I want them to dodge, and is not iframing through the attacks. It's very difficult to explain it, but it just feels like my input is not being properly read, and the game is not at all, you know, following whatever I'm trying to instruct the game to do. That attack is so bad, dude. Oh my god, I'm out of stamina. For fuck's sake. Whoa, what the fuck is that attack? Get away from me. I have no more HP, dude. Yep. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna beat this boss, chat. I really don't. I think I can understand why the game put, you know, that summon mechanic thingy in front of the boss. I think I can understand. No, you don't. Fuck off. I hate that attack, dude. Yeah. Really, really unlucky of me. I should have run away. I should not have stayed close. Nasty. Absolutely nasty. I wonder if I need to change weapons. I think I maybe do, chat. Let me change my weapons. Let me see here. Let's see. Have fun with this boss. Apparently the iframes from what you read back when you were playing is way less than other games, so that's why it feels like shit. Yeah, yeah. Are you open to taking tips, or would you rather try to learn it? Hit me with the tips. I do not want to struggle. I don't. I like this. Hello there. I like this. Okay, this fucking puppet string thing is goddamn useless. Hmm. I like this weapon. For the attack when he's glowing red, if you're already close to the boss, and most bosses, most of the time you aren't getting out there even if you sprint, so you might as well bet on the perfect parry. Perfect parrying the red attacks comes with good rewards and heavy posture damage. I need to try doing that. I'm gonna tell you though, my, timing with the perfect parry or perfect guard or whatever it's called, absolutely garbage. Garbage. Completely just horrible. Alright, let's try it. We're gonna take your advice, One Cup. Get fucked. Whoa. Ow, I should have blocked that. That hurt. That hurt. Heal up. Ow, you fucking bitch. I hate that. Oh, man. Yeah, it's so weird. Like, okay. I don't know how to describe this in words, because very likely it's not going to make any sense if I try to describe it. But, I feel like, in Sekiro, when I'm fighting an enemy, or I'm fighting a boss, I can mentally picture the timing of when to hit the block button to parry the attack, right? I usually have a really, really good indicator of basically, when should I press the button? When should I try to perfect parry? And I press the button in Sekiro, and it works. 90% of the time, it works, right? What? I blocked that. Okay, I have a question. I am very, very confused. Okay, why did my weapon... Why did it, like, basically go to shit in the middle of the fight when the other weapon didn't? Let's see here. Where is the weapon durability 100? Okay. And then my other weapon has 140. I don't feel like 140 is that much bigger than 100. I don't feel like it's that big of a difference. Am I missing something? I'm so confused. I am so lost with the weapon durability system in this game. That's also actually another thing that I have to say, which I do not like, is the fact that, you know, in games like Elden Ring, right? In games like Elden Ring, in games like Souls games, right? At least the modern Souls games. I'm not talking about Dark Souls 1, I'm not talking about the other older games. In the modern Souls games, weapon durability does not exist. It's not a thing. I blocked both of those. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't like that. I do not like how the weapon, you know, durability tool that increases the durability, I don't like how it's at the bottom, and then you have to swap between your HP and the weapon durability tool. I don't like that. That's a really, really shitty system. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that at all. Because all that does, right, is basically, you know, with adding the weapon durability, into the game, into the fight, it makes it to where you have to multitask. I can't block that. Fuck you, dude. I blocked that. I literally blocked that. I blocked that. I blocked that. I blocked that. Holy fuck, dude. Wow, this boss is fucking cancer. Holy shit. I hate this boss. I cannot get the timing down for the perfect guard. I cannot. Yeah, I simply cannot get the perfect guard timing. I blocked that, you fucking cunt. What? What the hell? I blocked that shit, dude. I fucking blocked that. Oh my god, dude. That's so shit. I hate that fucking red attack so much. I think, honestly, it's not worth trying to perfect guard that. I think I cannot get the timing for it. I don't think it's possible. You know what I need in this game? I need an item that exists where basically with that item, the amount of, you know, the amount of time that I have to perfect guard an attack, basically I need it to be double. I need it to be triple. I need it to be quadruple. Because the amount of time that I'm given is not enough. What? Fuck you. Fuck, I messed up. Oh my, why did I press Y? You absolute fucking moron. Oh my god. What's going on, Yvain? I appreciate the raid. I am dying to this boss. Fuck this boss, dude. This boss is a fucking piece of garbage. Okay, yeah, sure. I hate this boss so much. I hate this fucking boss so much. Oh my god, this boss is a piece of fucking garbage. Treacle arrived, but was in the shower at the time of the raid. Treacle, how are you doing? How are you doing, Treacle? It's been a minute since I've seen Treacle hanging out. Treacle, I hope you are doing well. I hope that, you know, you are, basically just, enjoying life and living to the fullest. I hope that your streams have been a lot of fun. I hope that you have, been enjoying hanging out with your chat and doing cool things on Twitch. Much love to you, Treacle. Much love to you, Yvain. Absolute legends. Thank you so much for the raid. Appreciate you guys. I am suffering in this game. That's what I'm doing, basically, right now. And, I do want to apologize ahead of time. You are going to hear a lot of cursing and swearing from me. One thing that I think I am understanding, which is very, very tricky, but I think I get it. Nice. Okay. Nope, I didn't do that right. Okay. Oh man, this boss pisses me off. This boss pisses me off so much. Yeah, Treacle, I do agree with you. This, you know, game, it looks very, very painful, very much suffering. I do not recommend that anyone who is not a masochist, a very big masochist, play this game. You got some of the attack timings down, saw a back-to-back perfect block. So, I think I figured out something. I think I realized something, One Cup. Basically, what I'm understanding, which I want to be very clear, I am not, just because I understand it does not mean that I am good at it, right? But, from what I understand, it seems like, essentially, nice, okay. That's fair, that's fair. Good. Come here. Missed. Wow, that AoE, dude. Holy. No, the grab attack, the fucking grab attack. Holy shit, I hate that grab attack so much. I want you to go and jump off of a cliff, you absolute idiotic boss. Fuck that grab attack. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, so here's what I figured out about this game, right? This is what I've learned so far. Basically, when the boss is attacking, right, you want to do a perfect guard. And in order to do a perfect guard, you need to have the right timing. But not only that, when you block, right, when you press the LB button to block, instead of pressing it one time, like this, you need to hold it. You need to literally press the button and hold it down, and then hope and pray that you got the timing right. Which is really, really annoying. Really, really annoying, because this is not how it works in Sekiro. In Sekiro, all you need to do is you press the block button one time very quickly, and you parry. That's it. And it's so much better in Sekiro, in my opinion. I absolutely despise this system in Lies of P. I do not like the way that the perfect guard works. I don't. Fuck you. I blocked that. I so fucking blocked that. I blocked that too. That fucking grab. That piece of shit grab. I hate that grab so much. I hate that fucking grab. Garbage fucking grab. I literally... Oh, man, it's so annoying. I need to be able to react to that faster, because I'm not reacting to it fast enough. It's so bad. The problem with that grab is that, to me, it resembles an attack. It looks like he is trying to attack me, but he's doing, like, a very, very slow, delayed swing. Oh, I hate that grab attack so much. Fuck you. I fucking blocked that. I blocked. Why is that fucking happening right now? Why? Why is that happening right at the fucking beginning? I blocked that. This boss fucking sucks. I hate this boss. Holy shit, dude. Oh, this boss is garbage. Wait, hold on. Am I currently... I'm not currently affected by the ailment, right? I think I'm... I think that was before I died I was affected. No, you don't. I blocked that. I fucking blocked. Hello? Fuck that grab attack. Fuck, I didn't read it in time. Oh my god, I should have stepped away. I'm so fucking pissed off. I'm so fucking annoyed by that. Holy shit. I think I had something in my throat. God damn it. I had this feeling where I was like, if I continue to not drink water, I might end up choking on some dust or some crap. So I was like, yeah, let me drink some water. Ugh. Oh my god, that grab attack is so fucking annoying. I'm gonna be honest, I think that there should be a rule with these bosses where basically the rule is that in a fight, they are only allowed to use a grab attack one time, and if it fails, then they don't get to use it ever again. I blocked that. I fucking blocked that, you piece of shit. Come on, we can do this. We got this. I'm blocking. Fuck you, dude. I think the annoying thing about phase 2, which, I mean, it is how it is, right? Like, that is how phase 2 works, but I fucking hate it, is that every time he swings, every time that he tries to hit you, he leaves behind this electrical field, and that electrical field, it can basically shock you after. Like, it has, like, this aftershock effect, and I fucking hate that thing, because what it means is that if you block an attack from the boss, you cannot stand in the same spot. You have to move. And it's so fucking annoying. Eat shit. I blocked that. Need to watch my weapon durability. I fucking was so close to dying there. I fucking hate that grab. I fucking blocked that too early. Yeah, literally just kill me, dude. Holy shit. This boss is so fucking garbage. I don't really know what I'm supposed to do about this puppet string thing, because I don't think that I, like, have unlocked any alternatives, so it's kind of fucking useless, this Legion arm thing. It's currently not doing shit for me. 3 a.m. in the morning, Jesus Christ. That fucking grab, dude. I was in the middle of doing a fucking attack. I hate that grab. Go and fucking... Go and absolutely jump off of a cliff, you piece of garbage. I'm literally blocking all of those and it's not fucking reading my input. I blocked that. Yep. Fuck this boss. I fucking hate this boss. Do. Oh boy. One Cup, I appreciate you, homie. I love you a lot, and I thank you for your wisdom and guidance with this game. Have a great night. Go to bed. Get some good sleep. Don't suffer like I am in this shit game. And, yeah. I appreciate you a lot. I need to just, like, dash out of there. Fuck. That was bad of me. That was really, really bad. I blocked that. I blocked that, I swear to God, chat. I'm dead. I'm so fucking dead. Why did I not fucking run? I'm so fucking pissed off. Holy shit, chat. I fucking hate this shit so much. Why did I not back off from that? Oh my God, this game is so goddamn shit. My fucking God, dude. If that enemy just now had clipped me with his sword, I would have probably closed the game out of anger. I probably would have been so pissed off that I exit the game immediately. Yvain, I appreciate you, homie. Have a great rest of the night. Fuck that attack, dude. What? No fucking shot that hit me. I can't block that attack. I don't know how to block that one. I fucking hate this shit. I'm dead. Yep. 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 Dog shit ass grab attack. Fuck that shit, dude. Oh my God. The really annoying thing about this game is that you cannot do the same thing that you do in Elden Ring, where you go and you basically, like, farm, and you over-level, and then you pummel the boss into the fucking ground with your, you know, with your brand new updated build. You can't really do that. Because if you try to do that, right, it'll be a massive, giant waste of time. It'll be a giant, massive time sink. And it'll be so goddamn bad. I fucking block that? Hello? I should have backed off there. I should not have gotten hit by that. I should not have gotten hit by that. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yep, I knew it. I fucking knew it. Oh boy, chat. Oh boy. I blocked that. I wasted a fucking heal there, chat. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, chat. Holy shit. Oh my god, that was so bad, chat. If my, attack, if my special that I did just now, if it was not fast enough, that would have been instant death just now, because he was doing a red attack. And, the red attack, for those who are not familiar, that red attack, it, cannot be, like, blocked regularly, and it cannot be dodged. You have to perfect guard it. You have to. Otherwise, you get hit, and you lose HP, and you potentially die. So, that was extremely risky. Really, really, really risky. And, yeah, it was something that, like, if I was, like, maybe a microsecond too slow, I would have died there just now. It would have been so bad. Alright, let's see. So we're gonna rest here. Let's go to Teleport, and then let's go to Hotel Krot. And then I'm going to see if I can level up with Sophia at Hotel Krot. Okay.
You saved Geppetto. Wonderful. He is on the second floor. He can hardly wait to see you. I'll use my power to help you.
Nice. How much do we have right now? Wow, 6,000? That's a pretty good amount. I like that. Okay. Let's upgrade motivity and technique. And then let's see. We can upgrade one more stat. HP it is. There we go. There we go. 11, 10, 10, 11, 11, 10. Very nice. Alright, here's what we'll do, chat. Just to end it off on a more positive note than just, me raging at a boss. Let's go and talk to Geppetto and see what he has to say. And then we will end the stream at that point. That'll be our pause moment. Okay, where is Mr. Geppetto? Second floor, apparently. Ah, this room is now open. Okay. Hello there, Mr. Geppetto. How do you do? Let's have some dialogue with him, shall we? Here's what I'm thinking at the moment, right, chat? I'm gonna take a moment to kind of predict what the general, very vague plot of the game is going to be, right? I think that, Geppetto, he helped to design these puppets, right? And then maybe one of the other people at the same company that, produces and manufactures these puppets, one of the other, like, owners, the founders or the CEOs or whatever, they dabbled in something dangerous, something that they did not fully understand, and that was very, deadly. Very, very, very much a horrendous thing, a very terrible thing, right? So, I'm assuming that, first of all, the fact that all of these puppets, they went haywire, and then they, like, started killing human beings and went evil, I think that it was probably due to something that one of the founders, one of the CEOs did, right? And then the petrification disease, I don't really know how that is connected to the puppets. I understand that, like, the petrification disease is affecting human beings, and it's, like, turning them into stone, right? But I don't know what role the puppets play in the petrification disease. Maybe the puppets, they figured out how to utilize this petrification to harm human beings, right? And maybe, there's this rule that the puppets have when they are created, when they are designed. There's a rule in the puppet law which says that puppets are not allowed to harm human beings, right? Maybe they use this petrification disease as a way to get around that, law, and they were like, okay, we are not killing the humans, right? We are only petrifying them, and that's why we can hurt human beings, right? And get around that rule. But that is the one mystery that I don't yet know. I don't know what the petrification disease has to do with the puppets and vice versa, but both of them seem to be a very, very, very important story, element, right? That we need to learn more about. And I still do not know. I don't know if Geppetto is innocent or if he's guilty. I don't know if he is, evil, if he is bad, or if he is good. And he has been good the entire time. I'm not sure. Maybe he has some secrets. Maybe he has some dark things that he is hiding from Pinocchio, right? The main character of the game. His son, right? But yeah, that's kind of like what my guess is, where either Geppetto and or one of the other CEOs / founders, maybe multiple of them, they kind of went evil, and they were like, okay, we are going to basically cut the strings of the puppets. We are no longer going to be in control of them, and we are going to let them, go haywire and cause havoc and chaos and kill human beings and whatnot, right? Yeah, very, very interesting idea, Okay, let's see here. Hello there, Geppetto. Let's have a talk.
Ah, you've returned. Forgive a sentimental father for worrying about his son. Always remember that you're precious to me, even when I ask you to do something dangerous. Speaking of which, there's a factory just beyond Elysian Boulevard. It's packed with countless puppets. My friend, the inventor Vanini, went to stop them, but he never came back. Please, go save him and shut down the factory. P organs are the source of your powers. Collect quartz to get the strength you need. Remember, the hotel is the last safe place in Krat. It's our only refuge in a city full of perils. It'll be extremely dangerous if anyone has ill intentions. Be careful who you tell about this place, especially if they're stalkers or alchemists. Be wary of dangerous people. And always be a good boy to me.
That sounds a little bit creepy. Not gonna lie, that sounds very, very suspicious. Use the P-Organ slots to activate your character's latent abilities. Equip quartz on the P-Organ to obtain its corresponding effect. If you equip quartz in each of the slots in a single group, you can gain the group synergy effect. Okay. Each time the synergy effects of two groups are activated, the next step is unlocked. You can get a greater variety of effects as you take your P-Organ to higher phases. Increase pulse cells. Yeah, that would be really, really useful. Increase the number of charged Fable slots. Increase staggerable window 1. Enables another dodge in the middle of a dodge motion. Oh shit, yeah, chat, you know we're choosing this, right? Wait, what? Hold on. Enhances the stagger attack of charged attacks. Enhances the attack of fatal attacks. Enhance Fable arts. Increase staggered duration 1. Wait, what? Hold on. Guard regain recovery. Fatal attack pulse cell charge. Lower damage when discharged. Lowers the damage received when dodging. Charges a certain amount of Legion when an enemy is eliminated. Lowers charged attack stamina consumption. Charges Fable when a perfect guard is successful. Increase weapon durability recovery speed. Enhances the charge effect of Legion magazine. Increases ergo upon eliminating an enemy. Increases consumable possession limit 1. I see. I see. Okay.
The city of Krat. It's probably not how you remember it, eh? Ask me any questions, and I'll fill in the gaps.
About Vanini Works.
Vanini Works is the puppet's main base. It's a factory where they manufacture more of themselves. Vanini himself went to stop them, but I'm worried. He's an industrialist, not a fighter. Rescue Vanini and shut down his factory. That will deny the puppets their reinforcements. The cathedral is famous for its wise and kind Archbishop, Andreas. He offers sanctuary to countless refugees there. The thing is, I've lost touch with him. Perhaps no news is good news, but I'm a suspicious sort. And if the puppets push towards the cathedral, it could be devastating. Go save the Archbishop and the refugees before it's too late. I don't know what's happening in the Malam district. The Black Rabbit Brotherhood seized the neighborhood. And that's all I know. It was always a run-down neighborhood, but it's descended into anarchy, or worse. I'm hearing rumors of monsters rampaging through the district. Those poor people. They need your help, son. Rosa Isabel Street is a stronghold of the puppets. It's a hunting ground where the most dangerous puppets roam. I believe it's the epicenter of the puppet frenzy. After all, I detected the strongest wave of ergo there. Especially for someone as precious as you. It's a perilous place. And when you walk a dangerous path, my son, it's best to take it one step at a time.
Interesting.
You can get from City Hall to the factory with the key I just gave you. Vanini gave me that key, and now he's missing. Rescue him if you can.
Sure thing. However, we will not be doing any rescuing tonight. That is not going to be happening.
Now that we have a moment to talk, you must understand. The city is on its deathbed. The petrification disease spreads too fast, and the puppets rampage everywhere. Nobody knows what caused the disaster. Everyone in Krat is just trying to survive. That's why I found you. Our only hope, Geppetto's puppet. We're both unique. I am able to wield the power of ergo. Power I used to call on you. That's all I can say for now. Please, save Krat.
That sounds very dangerous. Geppetto usually isn't so reckless. The pain of his grief may be clouding his judgment. I shouldn't have said that. You and Geppetto are always welcome at this hotel. Geppetto's room is on the second floor. You can stop by whenever you like. People have no idea so many secrets are buried in Krat. Thanks for keeping me company. What are you curious about?
Okay. One final thing we shall do, chat.
Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night, turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just no feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. Make a groove all night. Close your eyes, come to me, feel alright. Just dance with me all through the night. Turn it out, close to you. I feel good, 'cause I just know feeling of you. Give it to me, baby. Feel alright. I feel good. Just walk your step with me, dance with me, here with me, feel alright. I feel good on you, alright. To make a groove all night. Feel alright. I feel good. Just want you step with me, dance with me. Feel alright. I feel good on you. Alright. Make a groove all night. Close your eyes, come to me. Close your eyes.
Interesting. I don't know what exactly that did
Close your eyes,
to myself, but
come to me. Feel alright.
yeah, something reacted to that song. Very interesting.
I picked up traces of high-powered energy originating far away. That's one mystery solved. Why don't we make a Legion arm with it? Mr. Vanini is the expert when it comes to Legion arms, but I'm pretty sure I can make one. The puppets get fried easily by electricity. If you use an electric Legion arm, it'll make your life easier.
Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. I'll take that. I will take that. I like that a lot. Having some electrical damage on hand is very, very, very useful. Very ideal.
You're going to the factory to save Mr. Vanini, right? He's the richest man in Krat. A little eccentric, maybe, but a good person. I heard he went to shut the factory down. I hope he's safe. I wouldn't want to lose my best customer.
Okay.
I know my way around a weapon.
I see. Okay. Very, very, very nice. Yeah, chat, you know, talking about the music, right? The record that we just now played. So, I've mentioned this before in some of my previous live streams, right? I'm someone who's very, very, very picky when it comes to what music I like and what music I dislike, right? And I have to very much admit that it is, like, a lot of the time when I listen to songs, I am not really a big fan of female musicians, and the reason why is because I feel like a lot of the time they have these very high-pitched voices, which I don't enjoy. And I think, like, some of the worst musicians in the entire history of the world, right? I hesitate to even call them musicians because what they create is not good music at all. But I really, really dislike female rappers, right? The women who think that they can, rap music and make songs with good lyrics, right? I think that female rappers are all really, really bad at making music. But anyways, essentially it basically is very rare for me to listen to a song and really, really enjoy the melody, enjoy the tune, if it is, involving a female singer or musician, right? I have to say, that record that we listened to, the voice was very beautiful, very pretty, and I did not hate listening to the voice. That being said, if it were up to me, like if I could customize that record, I would love to listen to that tune, that melody, completely instrumental, right? Take away all the vocals and just play the background tune, play the melody itself, and I think it would be a beautiful, beautiful melody, a beautiful record. And I would be more than happy to listen to that record as the background music for this game on repeat, if that is a possibility, right? But with the vocals, right, with the acoustics of that particular song, I was not too particularly, a major fan of it. It was okay. It was all right. Nothing terrible, nothing horrible, but not really my cup of tea. Not really something that I vibe with, right? However, I think that it's very fitting for the game. It's very thematic, and yeah, it complements the vibe of the game very well. So there's that. Anywho, with that being said, chat, right? We are now basically done with the game for the time being. We've reached the conclusion of today's stream. I do want to basically remind you guys one more time at the very end of the stream, anyone who's watching out there, my next live stream is supposed to be Sunday, which is in basically less than 24 hours from now. I'm supposed to go live again. However, I have some very important assignments that I have to work on that are due by the end of the day on Sunday. So that is going to be my top #1 priority. That is going to be the main, focus of my attention, and it is going to be the task that I spend a lot of time on completing, right? So there is a very real possibility that on Sunday, within 24 hours from now, I will not be able to go live and stream again. If that does happen, that means that I will move my stream from Sunday to a different day, right? Maybe Monday or Tuesday. It's gonna be a little bit tough though. The reason being is that this next upcoming week, it is the week where I have essentially all of my final exams and final assignments, right, for all of my classes. So, those are going to be obviously requiring a lot of my attention, and, that is going to be my #1 priority, my #1 focus. So I don't think I will be able to very easily find the time to go live and stream on Monday through Thursday, but I will try. I will make an effort to see if there's any free time where I don't have to worry about any final exam, any scary, school stuff, right? For my next live stream, whether it happens on Sunday or whether it happens on a different day, whatever day that it falls on, I do not think that I will be playing Lies of P. There's a chance it may happen, possibly, but I am kind of doubting that I will play Lies of P on stream during my next live stream. I think next live stream, I'm probably going to end up, playing some kind of a different game, or I may end up, chilling and doing kind of like what we did not too long ago, which was we watched a little bit of anime together, right? So I might do that, but yeah, we will see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for, and whether there is any other gameplay that I need to do in any of the other games like Genshin Impact or Wuthering Waves or whatever. Maybe there's some kind of event, or there's some kind of objective, right, or mission that I need to focus on, right? But yeah, you know, I will say, tonight, you know, we made some really good progress, even though, you know, that boss that we just now defeated was so incredibly annoying, and I raged and I molded so hard against that boss. We made some really, really substantial progress. You know, I think that we fought, I want to say maybe we fought either 2 bosses or 1 mini boss and 1 big boss, right? Because there was the NPC enemy known as Mad Donkey. We managed to defeat him. Very, you know, very, very close call. It was almost a failure, but we defeated the Mad Donkey NPC, and then we also fought the electric boss, right? This piece of garbage. There might have been another mini boss or another regular boss that we, you know, that we defeated and we got through, but I don't really remember off the top of my head. It's me and my very, very dumb short-term memory. Yeah, in any case, you know, moving forward, for anyone out there who, you know, is watching this stream, and this is maybe the very first Lies of P stream that you're seeing from me, basically my goal, my intention with the Lies of P gameplay is that, ideally, every time that I stream this game, I want to try and defeat one boss in the game, and then keep moving forward, right? Keep going forward and progressing through and exploring more of the story, exploring more of the open, you know, the world as a whole, and learning as much as I can. So yeah, essentially every single live stream, we make it a goal, an objective to fight one boss, and then if we fight a boss and we defeat a boss, objective completed, right? We managed to have a successful stream. But yeah. In any case, I'm going to say goodnight and farewell to you guys. I think what I'm going to do, since it's very late at night right now, and I need to go to sleep immediately, I'm just going to go ahead and send you guys over to the Ferret software stream, right? This is the live stream where you get to hang out with some very cute, adorable noodles, aka ferrets, and you get to listen to some very soothing background music while you get to see the cute ferrets in their, you know, little home that they have designated for themselves. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do this, and then after that I'm going to do this. Let me make sure I'm typing everything properly. There we go. Perfect. And then, yeah, let me get out my outro song, chat. Boom. No, 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 no. Don't start playing yet. Please and thank you. I do need to check the volume on this song. Make sure that the volume is not too high. There we go. And then, yeah, that's basically gonna be it, chat. Let me grab my favorite little mascot here. Where is he? Come here. Oh boy, our chonky little friend here, our little capybara. Chat. Today was another stream of pain and suffering, but we made some good progress, and it is the progress that I am happy about specifically. I want to thank everyone who joined me for today's stream. It was super duper freaking late. I think I started streaming at like freaking 11:30 p.m. or almost midnight. It was really, really bad. But I thank you, anyone out there who checked out the stream and you know, said hello, or maybe you were just lurking out there, right? It means a lot. As I said, I will try my best to go live within 24 hours from now. However, I cannot make any promises, and there is a pretty good chance that I won't be able to go live. What I will say is just keep an eye on my Twitch stories. I will update you guys through Twitch stories and let you know whether I'm streaming or not, is what'll happen. Yeah, this brings us to the conclusion. Thank you all so much. I appreciate each and every individual human being out there, right? To everyone, whether you were watching the stream, you currently are watching the stream, or you will be watching the VOD in the future, please have a wonderful, magnificent rest of the day or night. Please stay safe out there, stay happy, stay healthy, eat lots of yummy, delicious food. Make sure you guys drink plenty of water. Always, always, always stay hydrated. Bottom line, take care of yourselves out there, right? Stay comfy, stay cozy, and yeah, I wish you guys a good night, and this is a farewell from me, a peace out. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to the ending screen, and I'll start the outro song, and the raid will automatically happen after the outro song concludes and finishes, and you'll be sent over to the Ferret software stream, where you guys can chill and relax and enjoy some good background music and cute animals. So, yeah. Alright, thank you all so much. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Farewell. See you later. Bye.